Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys said that you wanted to see my rag curls tutorial, which I posted a picture of me actually just 2 days ago of a picture with my hair in the rag curls and then what it looked like after. So I thought I would show you guys the tutorial since you guys all seem to really like it. I had a lot of likes on Facebook, so here we go. Basically, you are going to need just a few items. You're going to need a comb, a dish towel, or a wash rag, and some clips. You're going to want your hair to be wet. I usually do this, I don't usually. I do this at night after I've taken a shower and I've brushed out my hair. I have put in this L'Oreal Paris oil serum just to keep it smooth, or to try to keep it smooth. I know you can also use some mousse or lightweight gel to put in your hair before, just so that it helps it stick better and so that it's not as frizzy the next day. This is something that my mom used to do to our hair when we were kids. We're throwing it way back old school, Shirley Temple. But it is really easy, and you just will roll them up. I'll show you how. And then you'll go to bed. Wake up in the morning. Depending on how much sleep you got and how thick your hair is, you might have to put the blow dryer on it a little bit, but then you'll take them out and style it. Fairly simple. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just take a regular dish towel, and you're actually just going to make this into strips. And let me get my scissors and I'll show you how that's done. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is simply just make, I don't know, about an inch thick of a strip, and depending on how much hair and whether you want to do thicker curls or thinner curls will depend on how many of these you actually need. I have some already pre-cut. This was actually from a dish cloth. Not like the smaller ones like this, but the longer ones. For some reason I don't know if dishcloth is the right word for that. But so you're going to want to section your hair into sections, which let me adjust my mirror here so I can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and split this. I'm going to work with this side later, and I'm going to start over here. So what I tend to do and what I feel is easiest, because I'm doing this on myself, if you're doing this on someone other than yourself, it's going to be a little easier to split in part and so that they're even. But I usually start at the bottom, work my way up. What I have found that it is better, looks better if I do smaller sections on top, and the bottom I don't really worry whether or not they're big or little. But so I try to make these ones just a little bigger, not a ton bigger. So I'm going to take this nice chunk here, and you're going to want to take a rag here. And what I found easiest is if you run the comb through just a little bit. Hope you guys can see me okay. I just twist it just a tiny bit just to keep it together. And you're going to want to wrap this end around this rag, and you're going to want to roll up, trying to keep your little flyaways rolled. And you're going to roll it all the way up here and bring it up and tie. Now I double knot mine. Now I know when we were kids, Mom used to actually pin these to our head with a bobby pin. I haven't been doing that, only because I honestly don't think I have enough bobby pins currently in my stash to do that. But if you want a little tighter curl starting farther up, you would just roll it one more time and pin it right there. So you're just going to go completely around your head. Okay, so now that you got that first curl done, you're just going to take a chunk from the very back of the head, and like I said, you're going to want to brush it out. And if you guys hopefully could tell on the video, on that last curl that I did, I am rolling under. So I am starting this, and then I am rolling this under. That way, when I go to tie my knot, I am tying my knot on top of the roll and not on the bottom. I feel that it holds just a little better that way. Or to roll it the other way, you would be tying the knot on the bottom of the curl. So you're going to want to just pin. Now my hair is very long and it is thicker than some girls, so this may not take you know, quite as long or quite as many rags, to be honest. And honestly, this does not take me that long to do. Funny, because I feel like when I was a kid, like this was, like it would take my mom a long time to do, but now that I'm an adult, it, you know, it probably honestly didn't take her that long to do either. Alrighty. Whoop. So, and knot. Alright, 3 down. And I don't know, probably 9 or 10 more to go. Okay, these front ones, I feel like they look better when I make them smaller. So these are my smallest pieces of hair. These front ones are my smallest sections of hair, I should say. I can't say that these, the rag curls that I've done today have been very tight. And I think part of that is because the mirror that I'm working with, like I'm trying to film like within this, you know, this little frame. So my mirror space is limited. So I'm kind of not making them as tight, as tightly wrung as I could. But once you start to do this, you'll kind of figure out what works best for your hair and the length of your hair and, you know, the thickness and thinness of your hair. I'm just cutting 2 more strips. I'm going to split this slack section into 2 smaller ones. And then I will be done and I can go to sleep and then take these out in the morning for you guys. Alright guys, so this is it. You have it. These are the rag curls. So what you're going to want to do is just go to sleep. Then tomorrow morning I will wake up and I might need to blow dry them depending on how much they dried overnight. And I'll take them out and show you how I style them. So I'll see you in the morning. Hey guys! It is Monday morning and I am here to show you guys how to take out my rag curls. Now mine actually were very loose like I told you, so mine actually seem to be fairly dry. If your curls were to be a little damp on the inside the morning after, I would suggest taking a blow dryer. You can just take the blow dryer straight to the curl, or if you have a diffuser, you can just go ahead and just defuse them up and try to get them dry. Now mine are really loose actually, and this morning when I was doing my putting on my makeup, I actually had to tie them up on top of my head so they weren't in my way. But so what I do is I just simply take them out. I start from the bottom and then work my way around and go up to take them out, but this really does not take that long. I do have hairspray if I need it, so you just untie and pull. And there you have it. Now, like I said, these are really loose compared to what I did the other day. And part of that is because of my mirror situation and doing this in front of camera. Like I said, depending on if you want loose or tighter curls, that depends on the size of the rag and the tightness of the curl that you use. Now, I do not have a curling iron, but if you did, you could plug in your curling iron, and if for some reason one of your curls didn't, quite come out the way you wanted it, you could obviously touch it up. But really the goal of this is to not have to use a curling iron and just be able to take them out and put some hairspray in it and kind of run your fingers through them and go. Oh, this one came out perfect. That makes me happy. I don't know, if you're like me, you're going to have to pick the fuzzies from the dish rags out of your hair. Unless you find a rag that doesn't do fuzzies when you cut it. And if you do, let me know. I could probably sew like around the edges to make them not do that on the towels, but I don't have time for that right now. Alrighty, so all of my rags are out. You guys can see these curls. Mine actually dried really nicely. Can you guys see those? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hairspray. I'm going to hairspray all over. Or if you want, you could use like a lightweight mousse as well. And this is where like maybe putting the mousse in before or the gel in before really helps the next day, because the gel has kind of set those curls in place. Alright, so I'm going to move closer to the camera. I'm actually going to adjust my mirror. So for these, if you like the way they look, I mean, you can keep them how they are. I usually run my fingers through them and kind of separate them a little bit, just so that I'm not quite so, I don't know, so it looks a little more natural and not so chunky. Chunky, that's a good word. there you have it, guys. This is it. So sometimes I pin my top half up and let the curls hang behind, or sometimes I just wear it down and I part it to the side. It really just depends on what is up, you know, what you like to do. But here are your rag curls. So tell me what you guys think of them, and definitely tell me if you tried them. They are super easy, and I love that I don't have to use the curling iron on my hair. Because I feel like when I use the curling iron, my curls never stay. So this is definitely a great alternative. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. And please tag me in the pictures if you do this. I want to see how your curls came out. So if you guys would like to see any other tutorials, please let me know. I had a lot of fun doing this one. And so yeah, I love you all, and I will see you guys later. Bye!